July 2017, me and my family are on a holiday to none other than Orlando, Florida. Now, whilst we're here, we go into this little restaurant, or should I say big restaurant, called Planet Hollywood. Now, in this restaurant, there was basically this giant screen, and on it, I think they were playing videos of like musicians and stuff. I can't really remember, it was like 8 years ago or something like that. And basically, my dad turns to me, I'm 8 at this point, he turns to me and he goes, "Thomas, do you know who that is on screen?" And obviously I reply with, no. And he says, "Thomas, that is the Beatles." Now, I kinda knew who the Beatles were. Like, I'd never listened to any of their music before, obviously, I was so young. And none of my family are really giant Beatles fans, but I kind of had the idea they were an old band from the 60s and they crossed the road once. That's kind of what I knew about them. Yeah, that was kind of my introduction to them. That was the first time anyone had ever talked about them to me. So yeah, basically the way I imagine the Beatles is, you know the band The Monkees? Basically them. So like a band from the 60s who maybe had like 2 catchy songs, but like haven't aged very well and sound outdated and, you know, aren't the best. Let's just say that. To be fair, I've never actually listened to the Monkees, so they might be like the greatest band of all time and I just don't know, but whatever, you get the point I'm trying to make, right? So time goes on, basically a few months later, and my dad's basically just hoovering the floors, right? And he's got his AirPods in. So I go up to him, I go, "Dad, what song are you listening to?" And he replies with, "A song by the Beatles." Now, this is stupid. I reply with, "Is that not old people's music?" He replies to me after that, and this is so true, he said, "You'll understand when you're older." So more months go on, and eventually I hear this song, "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and I think this song is a bop, but I don't want to admit it to anyone because for some reason I didn't want to be associated with, as I called, quote unquote, old people's music, whereas like the music I was listening to was like Katy Perry, so I don't really know what I was thinking at the time. And then we get into 2019. During this time, a movie called Yesterday comes out, and I see the trailer for this and I am desperate to see it. Even though I don't know a thing about the Beatles, the plot just sounded so interesting, where a guy wakes up and the Beatles don't exist and he takes all their songs for himself. That just sounded so interesting to me, but I ended up never seeing it. I don't know why, I guess I was just busy at the time, but no, I never seen it, and again, time went on. So around this time, I think I had a vague idea of who John Lennon was. Like, I knew he was a guy with round glasses and long hair, and I think I knew that he got shot. I'm not 100% sure, but I kept getting him mixed up with Elton John, so I really didn't know anything. I was pretty stupid. Then 2020 rolls around, and lockdown, I'm very bored, and basically I listened to this song, right? There's this YouTube channel, Bad History, and they upload like every 20 years, but they basically upload videos of like music videos of political figures, and basically I don't associate myself with this guy in any way, but they made a Putin video, and in the video he said something about the Beatles and strawberry fields. So yeah, I know, kind of stupid, but that line was going around my head and I was like, Beatles strawberry fields, maybe I should type that up one day. So yeah, then we go into 2021, where this melody is kind of stuck in my head, and I really want to know what the original song this melody came from, because so many songs use it. It goes something like da 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 da, something like that, right? And basically for some reason I was desperate to find out what the first song to use this melody was. So I kept digging, I went into YouTube comments, I said, does anyone else think this sounds familiar to this song or this song? And yeah, basically that made me land on a song called It's Only Love by the Beatles, which is nowhere near one of the Beatles' most famous songs or anything like that, but again, I thought it was a bop, and I wouldn't admit to anyone that I thought the Beatles were good. So that's now I Want to Hold Your Hand and It's Only Love were 2 songs that I really liked. Then shortly after, I also found out that Hey Jude, the song that goes na 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 na, was also by the Beatles, and that's when I started to think to myself, right, maybe the Beatles aren't so bad after all. Maybe they've got a couple of bangers, and then apart from that, there's really nothing to them. Then we skip forward another year to summer 2022. Now it's the night before I'm about to go on holiday to Mallorca, which is a little island, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm really bored at night, I can't sleep, I'm so excited. I'm thinking, what to watch? And then I remember the mad thing in the Putin video about Beatles and strawberry fields, so I was like, I'll type that up and see what that's all about. And this is when my life changed forever. I typed up Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles, listened to it that night, and instantly I fell in love. I'd never had a song make me feel like that before, and that's when I went, oh wait, the Beatles are the real deal. So I went on that holiday listening to Strawberry Fields, Strawberry Fields, Strawberry Fields the whole way throughout that whole holiday. Then I came back, and as soon as I got back, I finally watched the movie yesterday because I was already hooked on the Beatles. I thought the movie was good, but what's more important is I fell in love with the song yesterday due to the movie yesterday. So I'm falling right into the Beatles chat now. I'm right in Beatlemania, and I just can't stop listening. Songs like I'm the Walrus, Help, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, I fall in love, and I keep listening to each album. And yeah, I'm just taken away by the Beatles. I'd never heard anything like this before in my life. Since then, I've never looked back. I've listened to every single Beatles song, basically all their solo work as well. And yeah, I'm kind of obsessed. I'm kind of like, you know, like the kid everyone makes fun of who's like, the Beatles invented everything. The Beatles are like amazing. That's basically me. I kind of need to tone down the Beatles persona a bit. Yeah, that's basically the story of how I got hooked into the Beatles. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. A bit of a different video today, more edity. But yeah, no, I'm definitely proud of this video. And was it a story worth telling? Probably not. It's a pretty normal story of how someone gets into the Beatles. But what's the point of anything in life? So I may as well. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'll see you guys again soon. And once again, thank you for watching. See ya.